I've had multiple instances in my life where I've been at rock bottom, like absolute lowest of the low, completely depressed, miserable, overweight, unhealthy, addicted to drugs, just an absolute mess where I was in this constant negative spiral of being a victim to my circumstances, wallowing in self-pity, and not being able to pull myself out of it. It's almost like I was addicted to feeling sorry for myself. And every time I've been in this state, it's like I was waiting for someone to come and save me, for someone to just yank me out of the funk. But no one ever did. It always had to be me that pulled myself out of it. During COVID, I was at my most unhealthy and overweight. I was a mess. I was so uncomfortable with how I looked and had such a low self-esteem that I could barely leave the house. I just wanted to sit in my bed all day, doom scrolling for 12 hours on my phone and just waste the days away. I knew that getting exercise, eating healthy, losing weight, getting in the sun, socializing, all of those things would have helped me dramatically, but I was in such a bad place that I had no desire to do any of it. I was stuck in victimhood. I refused to listen to anyone who tried to help me, because realistically the only one that was going to pull me out of that was me. I just couldn't find the will to live. It's like I was hoping to die, but didn't have the courage to do it myself, so I just let myself waste away. It was pathetic. It was so sad. And then I was doom scrolling away on Twitter and I came across this advice saying if you're struggling with motivation to exercise, try this. You need to form a habit. And the way to do that is just start with small steps. So commit to doing 1 push-up a day. Every single morning, wake up, promise yourself that you're going to do 1 push-up. Then when you're down there doing that 1 push-up, tell yourself, well, I might as well do 10 while I'm down here, or I might as well do as many as I can. Try and do this for about 2 to 3 sets. The next day when you wake up, promise yourself, I'm doing 1 push-up today. No matter what, I'll do 1 push-up at least. And then again, when you're down there, try and punch out as many as you can. Do this over the next 2 to 3 weeks, and you'll notice a little habit forming. That's how I got myself out of the funk during COVID. I started with the 1 push-up rule. Over about 3 months, that turned into me doing a full body workout at home using bands and all sorts of other stuff. And then in about 6 months, I was back at the gym and pumping weights consistently. Now I've gotten myself probably to the best shape that I've been in, and I'm loving life. I'm better than I've ever been. I've also been training kickboxing for about a year now, still pretty uncoordinated with it. But I've noticed the difference between just simply doing weight training and doing high intensity cardio workouts is phenomenal. Get yourself to the point of throwing up, like 45 minutes of just training as hard as you can. And the difference in the state of my mind is night and day. I'm the most clear I've ever been. I'm the most present I've ever been. I'm probably the most confident I've ever been as well. I've spent years of my life seeking validation from others, caring what other people think, and now I no longer care. I'm sure of myself, I have respect for myself, and I've finally gotten myself to the point where I can say that I love who I am, which I never thought was possible. I hated myself before. There was so much self-loathing going on in here that I never thought I'd turn that corner. If you're someone who is struggling with a lot of mental health issues, go and do some physical exercise and you'll realize how your physical health goes hand in hand with your mental health. So every time I was in that low place in my life, I always reached a point where I was like, I'm so sick of living like this, and decided to flick the switch and make some changes. But you've got to know that it's up to you. It's easy to just sit around waiting for someone to come and pull you out of it, but no one's coming. You've got to be the one to pull yourself out of it, so might as well start now.